Hi everybody, welcome back for another video. Trying to get the light set. It's summer in Oklahoma. It's gonna be, I think, 97 today, so I have all of the blackout curtains totally drawn closed to help keep as much coolness in as I can, since we live in a over 100-year-old brownstone building where there's creaks and crannies everywhere. So I've got my sketchbook here, and I've got some of my Lockbee pencil pouches and tool rolls. I can't say that word. I've got some pencils here, pencils and markers here, and I've recently thinned this out. I've got some markers and pencils and scissors, and I'm not sure what's on this side. Oh, some Seamus stickers, and some of my fancier pencils that I like. Yeah. So I'm wondering, typical pencil is hard to see when you're drawing. So I've got a Turkish coffee Turkavasi jar right here that used to have coffee in it, but it has like these, the Colierace pencils. Here's a purple. This is the special blue one that Japanese used to make that you can't get anymore. And then these are just red Ticonderoga, like teachers. I think it's called Carmine Red. Yeah, Carmine Red. That, you know, are for, you know, teachers. Here's the Colierace in red. They're actually nice pencils. I mean, it says erase. Yeah, technically they erase. And I also wanted to get some colored pencils out. Wrong pouch. I grabbed this pouch here because it has my 20 pack of the Derwent. I took them out of the metal tin. Let me get these others out of the way. That's just a Derwent drawing pencil. Chromaflow black. These are those magic colored pencils that have multiple colors in them. I wanted to get those. Here they are. These are the Chromaflow, my 20 pack that I've had for probably since they first came out, when all they had was like a 24 pack. And now they've got like a 72 pack, which I have. And these are the ones that I take with me everywhere. As you can see, I've used them quite a bit. But I have them in this little Midori mesh pouch with some Faber-Castell metallic pencils, because these are the ones that I just, if I need more colors than what's in here, I grab this little pouch. Which, these really shouldn't be in there because I don't use them. I got them for a Mindy Lacefield class I helped teach, and they were a required tool, and I used them for that class. Anyways, so why don't we start with a purple Colierace, because I think that might show up better. But if you want to sketch with a just a regular pencil, you know, mechanical pencil, or like one of my favorite pencils is the Faber-Castell, I don't know, I forget what they're called. I don't know, it's a like equivalent of an HB pencil. You have your pencil sharpener in here, and it's a pencil extender. That's why I love these pencils. I've got one in each of my pouches. And here's like another Faber-Castell pencil, mechanical pencil, you know, whatever pencil you want. You want to draw them with a, cat here. You want to draw them with a regular colored pencil? Draw it with a regular colored pencil. I'm going to pull out an eraser just in case. Let's put these aside and move my iced tea. It's so hot, I'm not even drinking soda. During the summer, I stopped drinking soda, and we got some stevia, so I put some stevia in with it. So it's just iced tea with stevia. My mom had sent us the last couple of years some iced tea at Brand, and like last summer she sent us peach tea, and it was so good. I might make some of that. We still have some. So this is just my new little sketchbook. This is a piece of artwork from Bree at Documented Journey. I want to make sure that we're okay. We okay? Okay. This is from Bree at Documented Journey. This is one of my stickers that I printed on. I have a bunch of this vinyl, and I printed some of my emote stickers on it that I put up on Patreon for you guys, and they actually turned out really nice. I have them in my, you see a theme here. The main items I'm using are my Lockbee, the pouch, the roll, and this A5 folio. Here they are, they're in here. I printed on this vinyl that emote sheet, and they actually looked so good. I just did basic square cutting them out, and then I can fussy cut them out better. I just thought they were cute, so I wanted to have some with me, as opposed to this, which is just on regular sticker paper. So, actually, here you can see I have another one of these here. So I've got 3 of these, I guess. I had one, lost it, got one, and then decided I'd get another. Because there for a while, the only way you could get their extra pencils was to buy the whole set. So I got 3 of them, I guess, now. Let's put that up. Yeah, only thing I've been using are my Lockbee, my composition size notebook cover by Bree at Documented Journey, and this sketchbook. Everything else has been just these few items. It's actually been kind of nice. I've been really, really happy in them. Oh, and of course you've seen my wallet as well. The Slimbo. I've really been loving using these, and it's making me think my collection and really just wanting to de-stash a lot of what I have. So let me put this at the back. I'm gonna do something with that later. So I haven't really done much drawing in here. I did a little ladybug. I did some flowers, just some pencil sketches. Let's do a little flower down here. What I want to do is kind of like my basic flower, which is this. One of the first things that I do is I draw myself some guidelines. So one of the first guidelines I draw is a circle. I know. And then I draw a circle in the center. And so this is if the flower is just like facing you. And I don't even know, can you even, I might have to zoom in post-production. So we have the circle here, and it can have, 4 flower petals. It could have 5, it could have 6, it could have, you know, however many you want. I tend to go for at least 4 or 5, or if there are 4 large ones, there'll be some that are like hidden in the back. But I really like the look of the 5. So one thing you can do is draw yourself lines like this. And you can see you've got a sort of right here, sort of a shape. And see, like Kohl Erase, it kind of erases, but kind of doesn't. But I mean, that's better than a regular colored pencil. And all I'm doing is kind of like, you can see that looks kind of like a bow. This one's gonna have probably more. It's gonna have basically 4, and then 1 in here. And you can make the flowers, petals, smaller than the circle, larger than the circle. And the center here is just gonna be where like the pistil, the stamen, and the pollen and all of that stuff are. And so you see we have just like our basic shape right there. Now the center, what I sometimes do is I just like start doing these little squiggles. Just some little squiggles. Just to kind of, you can do dots, stuff like that. Now, what I then will do is you can erase these lines if you want, if they're going through the flower petals. And then what you can do is, because, you know, not all flowers are like perfectly curled. Now something I did here, you'll see how there's this curve there, but then there's this curve here. If I darken this a little bit, it's almost as if that petal is curved up. That makes any sense? And you'll see how there's like a little bit of a curve up there as well. And let's kind of do the same thing over here. This one will just kind of curve like that. There. Now, let's erase some of those center lines. Now, if you want to think of the curve of the petal. And I'm just drawing some little lines here towards the center. If you want, you can put a little bit of shadowy dark here. And that's why the Kohl Erase are kind of nice. See how I'm just drawing some kind of do that too. And then if you want, you can put some pretty little, and these are just faint lines. They don't have to be dark. If you were using, say, like like fine liners, this would be something you'd use like that 0005, you know, one of those really tiny little ones. There, see that? I'm gonna see if I can bring it a little bit closer. Just a simple, simple, simple little flower. Very simple. If you wanted to color it, okay, this is the 24 set. So, like these flowers, I think they're called like an emina, emini. I don't know. I can't pronounce it, but they tend to be like pinks, light blues. So that's why this. It says purple, but it's the pencil lead is a lot darker than the what displayed. Like this says blush pink. I think there might be a salmon in here. There's a salmon. I've used the greens quite a bit. I've got a Derwent pencil sharpener. I try to use like the branded things together because they tend to work better, if that makes any sense. Like my Prismacolor pencil sharpener works well with the Derwent, as vice versa. But some brands, you know, they design something for their pencils and that's what works best. I don't know, you could do a little bit of coloring. I'm using this blush pink. And usually the colors, and I'm just doing this lightly, you can see that was a little too dark. They tend to be a little darker towards the center. We'll put a little salmon out there. Kind of blend them a little. If you wanna. And these are just light layers. See that? Just light layers. Let's go over with the salmon one more time. Colored pencils were the first art medium I ever used. And my first colored pencils were just the basic Crayola. I did have like 100 set. I did a video of for you guys probably about a year ago. And then I gave those away to a friend of mine who's has a child with special needs. And I was like, I'm not going to use the Crayola. It's better if, you know, the Crayola went to a home where, number one, they would be used, they would be enjoyed. The daughter loves to draw the Powerpuff Girls. She's like deaf mute. I forget what she has, but she knows sign languages, of course, and I know very little sign language, and we've spoken a little bit, and we've done some drawing together, and I was like, I have all these colored pencils and stuff, and I told my friend, I said, why don't you give them to your daughter for me, and that way, you know, someone will get some use out of them. Now I want to get some light browns for in here. What color is this? This is Raisin. That's a really nice color. Let's first do a little bit of Raisin. And this is just in the center of the flower. And then I want to get kind of like a, I think it's called chocolate brown. Is that what they call it? This one's natural brown. I know there is a crayon or a colored pencil they call chocolate brown. I like the way these two go over each other. Sounds like the mail's getting here. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna go in again with that Col-Erase purple and kind of just lightly go over. There we go. Just to give it a little more shape. Look at that. How pretty. And if you want to, you can add a leaf to it. Why don't I get a green pencil? Is that the only green? I think that's the other green. Yeah. We'll use the dark one first. What you could do is just see how there's two petals here. What we could do is do just a little fun. And this is just to give it a little bit of shape, dimension. I'm not going to use that other Col-Erase, but I'm going to get a couple of my greens that I have here. That one is basil, I think. Yeah. This one might be called foliage. I like the foliage color. It's really pretty. What we're going to do is, I'm always sharpening these just a little bit. And the reason for sharpening them is it gives you a wider surface. So you can get a better angle on the pencil and better coverage. I think the Col-Erase looks a little fake. Looks very similar to the, I think to the foliage color. Here's the foliage. See, this one needs a pencil extender, which, see, it's a good thing. We have that. There we go. Just a simple, simple, simple little tutorial. You don't need any of these fancy tools, you can see. All you need is just a pencil and eraser, but I decided to pull out some things I normally don't use, which are, I haven't used my Chroma Flows in a while. I've been using my drawing pencils lately, but here's my little tutorial for a flower. So simple. 1 circle, 2 circle, divide it, draw your petals, and then just have fun with it. It's not very, I don't think it's very difficult, but it is something that I have taken time to do, is, you know, taking a little bit of time to, oops, sounds like someone's coughing outside. Taking a little bit of time perfecting, and it's just by drawing them over and over and over. And you can see I drew 3 of them, 4, 5, did a couple of like sunflowers or daisies. My first time trying to draw a ladybug from that angle, not just straight on. Some sort of rosies. I forget what that stuff's called. Hydrangea, like lavender, some sort of a flower. You know, just having fun with it. And you know, this is in my sketchbook. The only people that see this are you guys. And occasionally I'll post something on Facebook or Instagram, but I'm sure, as you've noticed, very rarely. And see, and then you can just keep adding. I've got a bunch of these discontinued Prismacolors. You can keep adding more of those beautiful colors. I think I've got another one here too. This is a lavender. This is a pretty color. It is sage, pale sage green. Such a beautiful color. Now, of course, it's going over the other color, and it's acting more like a burnisher, but it's so pretty. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. On this leaf right here. Such a pretty color. It's pale sage. Yep. Okay, that's really all I have for you guys today. I know it was short and simple, but circle, circle, draw your petals, and just have fun with it. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.